You can click on the link for inspirational gifts and you can see everything in the show, including these shirts from Candace Cameron that are coming up in just a minute. Already 400 sets have been picked up, and I say sets because you get 2 necklaces for this great low price. I know. So it's a great giftable. You can keep one and gift one, or you can gift them both. Really, the most important part, though, is the meanings behind all of these. I'm going to go quick, and then I'm going to let Annie go deeper into them. So here's the choices. You choose the tone of your hardware. So do you want silver or do you want brass? And then you have a choice of that one right there, which is called love. And that says love wins. The little guy says love. The big guy says love wins. Next to that is our 2 new ones. I love these. Grace, I still have to pick that up before, Grace Upon Grace, because that's my daughter's name, and so I'll talk about it more later. Still I Rise, which is brave. So you choose brave for Still I Rise. Then we come over here and you have these choices. So you can get all those in silver and also in brass. Some of them we have sold out of in the silver, and I'll let you know. Love Wins you saw right there. Still I Rise in the brave. Choose Joy, that's the one I have on, and it's so important. And then Faith Over Fear, which is the one that I've been wearing since March. And then Peace, which is Be Still and Know, and Grace, Grace Upon Grace. Those are all your options. 3 easy payments of $10.83. Give and gift, or we need this in our lives right now. Keep them for yourself. With me right now is my new friend over the months since this all started, though I've never actually gotten a chance to meet her in person. I feel like we are sisters, at least in spirit. Annie Moss is here with us, the creator of the Vintage Sparrow. Hello, pretty lady. How are you?
Hi, Kirsten. I'm doing so good. How are you? It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you, too. Usually I just hear you on the air, so I love seeing you.
Yes.
Tell them the story behind these real quick, and then let's go into what each of the choices mean.
Absolutely. So as you know, back in 2014, I went on a missions trip to Africa, and I had to raise money to go. Much of my 20s were spent doing international missions work. So enjoyed it. But for this particular trip, I made jewelry. I raised money by making jewelry. And so got back from the trip, had a very impactful time. And so many women said, Annie, can you make a piece with this word on it, or this phrase, or this scripture? And Kirsten, it was in that moment that I saw a need, that women need that daily affirmation, that daily reminder that they can wear to remind them of truth. When all the lies are swarming around us, that they can put that piece on and be reminded of whose they are and of who they are.
You know, that's how it started with me, Annie. I started first wearing the Faith Over Fear, and you might have remembered in April, if you guys were watching me, I was wearing it all the time, and I needed it. It wasn't just because it looked great and I wanted to wear it on the air because we sell it. It was because I was coming in scared to work all the time. It made me cry. I was coming in scared, and I needed that memory and that reminder every single day that my faith is bigger than my fear. So I would put that necklace on, Annie, and it was like my armor from the world. Even in a place that I love, my job, there's still always that fear. So it's a reminder to you. It's also an outward facing message, because when you walk by somebody or when you see somebody on a Zoom call, you don't know what they're going through. And they may need to be reminded to have that faith, to be brave, to be still and know that I am God, to choose joy. That's the one that I'm wearing a lot these days. And you and I talked last time we were on the air about how important the be still one is, because it's hard. It's hard in these times to do that. It's making me emotional.
It really is.
To be still and just let life happen, as opposed to trying to control it, right? So
it's so true.
Every single one of these messages that you created have been so inspiring to so many, Annie.
Thank you, Kirsten. You know, that's our heart, that we would create pieces that women could wear every single day to know they can step out the door and face the day with courage. We're facing so much around us in these times, and fear just wants to encroach in. But when I put my brave piece on, when I put my faith over fear, even choose joy, because joy is a choice. It is absolutely a choice. I can look down at that piece and be reminded of the truth in place of the lies that I'm hearing around me. I don't have to be afraid. I can choose joy. I can choose to be in faith. I can choose to be brave. And that's what we're about, is reminding women of the power of truth.
Real quick, I am going to have you go through all the choices for me and kind of talk about the meanings, even though we have a little bit. But I want to tell you just kind of the housekeeping aspects of this. It's a smaller chain that you get at the top, 17-inch, and then you get a larger 30-inch one for the longer one. They all have these lobster claw clasps on the back, so it's really easy to open and close, but this longer one just goes right over your head. Silver tone or brass, we are sold out. Let's see, in silver you can get love, brave, joy, and grace, but you can't get the faith one in that one. Real quick, take me through each of the meanings. Still I rise and brave. Go there first.
Still I rise and brave. I can face whatever is before me when I know that God is on my side. I can be brave. Be strong and courageous. The Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. That's where that peace came from. And so brave is a choice.
And it is. And I think of when you go through something hard, you've lost a family member, somebody's sick, you've lost a job.
Yes.
Still you rise. That's what I think of with that one. Love wins.
Yes.
That's pretty easy, but so true. Yeah. Above all, love. It's the shirt that we have coming up in a minute as well. Choose joy. Once again, it is a choice. Life is not always going to be easy, but you can choose to find the joy in the pockets of happy, as I like to call them. Faith over fear, another one. Your faith is stronger than your fear, and just have faith in the little one. What about grace upon grace? Tell me your impression of that.
I love grace upon grace. It is such a sweet piece, but it's just as powerful. When I think about that piece, I think of how when my strength fails me, the grace of God carries me. And when I wear that piece, that's what I think about, that his grace carries me through.
And then the one that brought me to tears just a couple minutes ago, they had to actually bring me tissues, be still and know, and peace. And this one's very, very popular. And why do you think, Annie?
You know, be still and know. It's when I think about Psalms 46:5, it brings me back to that place, that truth reminder that God is with me, that he is in control no matter what's going on around me, that I can come to that place of stillness and rest and know that he is God.
Give these to a woman in your life who needs this, who needs that reminder, who is in the weeds, who has isolated because she's having a hard time. There's a lot of them out there, and then get them for yourself as well. Annie, you are an angel on heaven. Thank you for bringing us these pieces.
Thank you.
Now more than how many picked up? Oh, goodness, more than 900 of these spoken for. They're going very, very fast. Please do not wait on them. Thanks, Annie. Great to talk to you.
Thanks. Bye, Kirsten.
That's J3655553 from the Vintage Sparrow. Okay, brand new today, and I'm so excited to introduce you to Kelly.